Next week's planned executions are the result of federal convictions, but the state of Indiana has the death penalty as well. In 2005, Terre Haute resident Bill Benefiel was put to death after some horrific crimes that involved kidnapping, torture, and rape. Here's a look back at that case, but we do want to warn you, some people might find the details disturbing. Bill Benefiel, the last man from Terre Haute executed by the state of Indiana. He kidnapped two women, raped them multiple times, one more than 60, and eventually suffocated the other by supergluing her nose and mouth shut. She died when she simply could no longer breathe.
Every time the police would relate another fact to me, it was just like, I'm not believing this is happening. But it did happen. It absolutely did.
Phil Adler was the new Vigo County prosecutor back in 1987. He'd been in office for less than a year when police received a tip about Benefiel and his house of horror.
I just figured if there ever was a death penalty case that I was going to be involved in, this had to be the one.
Benefiel first kidnapped a 17-year-old a few blocks from her home. Most of the time she was chained and handcuffed to a bed, her eyes superglued shut and covered with tape. He put toilet paper in her mouth so she couldn't scream. He cut and beat her, and over the course of 4 months, raped her repeatedly. She did what she could to survive.
He got the impression that she was in love with him, which of course wasn't true, but she acted to him like she was just to survive. And of course that was very smart on her part.
During those same months, Benefiel also kidnapped a young mother named Dolores Wells. He raped and beat her and eventually killed her.
He took super glue and put it in Dolores's nose and then pinched her nose shut and then wrapped her face with duct tape, then took her out into a remote area of the county and buried her. Whether she was alive or not that time, we don't know, but she suffocated to death.
Due to pretrial publicity, a jury chosen from the Evansville area and brought to Vigo County. The pressure on the prosecutor was intense. The public wanted a conviction, and so did the surviving victim.
I always said that after every day of the trial, I felt like I had to go home and take a shower, because the facts were so disgustingly horrible.
After a 3-week trial, Adler won the conviction. The jury recommended the death penalty. After more than 16 years of appeals, Benefiel put to death by lethal injection in April of 2005. The state says his last meal was a pizza, Italian beef sandwich, 4 pints of ice cream, and 12 sodas. When asked if he had any final words, he said, "No, let's get this over with. Let's do it." Family members of both victims were in Michigan City where the execution took place, although media accounts of the day say the surviving victim did not come. Due to state law, none were allowed to watch Benefiel die. Well, Phil Adler spent 10 years as the Vigo County prosecutor and then another 18 years as a judge. He has since retired. Adler says the last time that he heard from the surviving victim, she was living out of state.